So here's an ad from Victoria's Secret from 2016. And I guess for the last few years, this hasn't been seen as acceptable. Because I think because the women are hot, I think. And now, sure, they're a little scrawny, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not complaining. It's a lingerie company using beautiful, slim women to sell their products. But again, apparently, it's just not okay anymore, so they wanted to change it up to make it more modern, I guess. And hey, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, well, here's the headline. They made a critical mistake. How Victoria's Secret went woke and got broke. So a critical mistake, and I guess they're not making any money anymore. We better investigate this further. Now, I found this a New York Times story, which doesn't like sexy women, apparently. And they're very happy with their rebranding of Victoria's Secret. And they had a couple of pictures here from 2010 of stuff they really don't like. I mean, they didn't like the bubbles for some reason. They don't like the high heels, and they didn't like the wings here, which apparently can be quite heavy. And she's only being forced to wear those wings by men, oppressive men as well. So, it's all terrible. So, I mean, the only rational thing for a company that basically sells sex appeal, the only rational thing they could do with their advertising is this. Let's see, a chubby woman and an old lady. Now, I think above all of the kind of, woke stuff they're talking about and feminist and all that, I think maybe what they're trying to do is just a new tack to try and expand their customer base. And when I say expand, no pun intended, but I'm not sure how much sense there is in it really, because what they're really selling is a fantasy, right? They're selling a fantasy, and all women already know that they can buy whatever underwear they want anyway, right? And it's really maybe the aspiration that Victoria's Secret is selling. Like you can get 5% closer or 10% closer to the women in the advertising. It doesn't really work if the women in the advertising is you. Now, if they stopped selling lingerie and started selling hamburgers, well, hey, that's a different story. So just a bunch of bad decisions here. The Victoria's Secret Angels, they're gone. And in their place are 7 women famous for their achievements and not their proportions. Did anybody stop for just a moment to say, oh, hold on a second. We are selling lingerie. This is all just purely about sex appeal, right? I mean, honestly, here's the thing is that men don't care about your achievements. That's the thing. I think a lot of women don't understand this. Lingerie, again, it's about sex appeal. And men don't want to fuck your achievements. So achievements just have nothing to do with any of this. But anyway, let's see. These new women that are replacing the Victoria's Secret Angels, who everybody liked, they include, Megan Rapinoe, who, as far as I can tell, nobody really likes. She's a 35-year-old pink-haired soccer star and gender equity campaigner. There she is. Yeah, I'm sorry to break this to Victoria's Secret, but man-hating feminists, it's still not sexy. Although I could see her in some public service campaign to have your animals neutered. For some reason, that one makes sense to me. But anyway, let's see. The Angels, the Victoria's Secret Angels, have been replaced with the VS Collective, an unparalleled group of trailblazing partners who share a common goal to drive positive change. What? You're selling lingerie. You're selling sexy panties. I mean, do they even know what they're selling anymore? They think they're selling positive change, whatever that means? Because it seems like usually when you hear the words positive change, it's anything but. Let's see. The brand that built its image on models such as Heidi Klum and Gisele Bündchen would now be represented by figures such as left-wing lesbian soccer player Megan Rapinoe and male-to-female transgender person Valentina Sampaio. I don't know how to say it. And all I know is I think that probably most people prefer their Victoria's Secret models with the least amount of dick and balls possible. But anyway, it's not working. It's not working. In fact, their latest CEO, Amy Hauk, recently exited the company after spending less than 1 year in her post. Because she realized this is a sinking ship, and with wokeness, and if they're going to go the wokeness way, there's no saving it. Let's see, Brittany Martinez, a model and editor-in-chief of Evie Magazine, a beauty and lifestyle publication that promotes traditional femininity, characterized the decline of Victoria's Secret as, quote, a masterclass in a corporate brand misdiagnosing the root cause, as she contended that the company's powerful brand had eclipsed overpriced and low-quality merchandise until the marketing overhaul. So the problem wasn't really that their marketing was old-fashioned or out of date or bigoted or whatever, or not diversity, inclusion, and equity enough. No, I mean, that's the thing that actually kept it going, even though the merchandise was low quality and overpriced. And it worked because they were using sex to sell sex, which makes sense. Instead of lowering their prices or improving their quality, they killed the angel and the entire fantasy along with it. They made a critical mistake many companies have made. They obsessed over their competitors and the media, instead of obsessing over their customers. So who got what they want with these changes? Well, I can tell you. The New York Times got what they want. But that's not going to stop them from going broke, is it? Because the people that they should really be trying to please are the public, are their customers. And maybe the general public is less interested in, fourth wave feminism and intersectionality than the writers at places like the New York Times that are going to applaud as they go out of business. Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.